Hello and welcome to Prudent Media News. Now a look at the headlines. Controversial National Land Acquisition Bill tabled in Parliament. Landowners, farmers to gain. Real estate worried bill to have retrospective effect. Murmugua to be soon pharmaceutical port. Notification expected within a month. Goa's pharma industry to save crores on transportation and delays. North Goa Police watch Bajirao Singham. Special show to boost police officials' morale. PIs from police stations stay away. Senior officers who watched remain mum on the film. It's the 10th anniversary of the deadly terror attack on World Trade Center. World remembers the victims, vows to unite against terror. Santosh Harijan geared up to upstage Commonwealth Games gold medalist. Suranjay Singh as healthy competition builds in Indian boxing circuit. And Ramanand Sankwalkar calls former players and football legends to support Bandorkar ground reconstruction. Government needs to act fast on the issue, says Arjunavadi Brahmanan. Now the news in detail. The National Land Acquisition and Rehabilitation and Resettlement Bill 2011 tabled in the Parliament has proved to be contentious. Though landowners and farmers have lot to gain from this proposed act, real estate industry is worried as the packages will escalate the construction cost further. Further, the bill will also have a retrospective effect on current land acquisitions. Here is a report.
The National Land Acquisition and Rehabilitation and Resettlement Bill has been introduced in the Parliament last week to update the century-old land acquisition laws. It will bring cases whether award of land is underway or possession has not taken place within the scope of compensatory and acquisition norms. This will make private developers, industries and the government who are currently involved in the process of acquiring land shell out generous compensation packages to landowners with retrospective effect. The act will apply if government acquires land for its own purpose or to transfer it to private companies for public purposes. If private companies acquire land more than 100 acres in rural areas and more than 50 acres in urban areas. If a private company asks the government for partial land acquisition for a public purpose. While the bill does not prevent private developers from acquiring land from farmers directly after negotiations, if the size of the land being acquired is over 100 acres, then the developer will have to provide for rehabilitation and resettlement benefits. Also, land buyers are to pay landowners 4 times the market rate in rural areas and twice the market rate in urban areas. Compensation to landowners: 4 times the market value of the land in rural areas, 2 times the market value in urban areas, 3,000 rupees per family for 12 months and 2,000 rupees per month per family for 20 years as annuity. Similar allowances to be paid for landless labor living off land. 20% of appreciated value of land to be shared with landowners every time land sold or transferred for next 10 years. Government to provide infrastructure facilities in resettlement area. It would be interesting to see how the Goan real estates react to this act once passed and enforced. Bureau Report, Prudent Media.
Murmugao will soon be a designated pharma products port. A notification making Goa a designated port for pharma products is likely to be issued this month. President of the Goa Pharmaceutical Manufacturers Association, Arun Naik, says Goa's pharmaceutical industry will save crores of rupees if MPT is scheduled as a designated port for exports of pharma goods.
At present, Goa's pharma exports are routed through Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust at Nhava Sheva. Goa Pharmaceutical Manufacturers Association has been talking to MPT officials and lobbying for getting the Mormugao port notified. MPT has now issued a letter indicating its willingness to rent premises.
The first consignment of exports of pharmaceuticals from Mormugao port is set to roll out on 2nd October 2011 this year. This has been possible because the Sub-Zonal Office of the Drug Controller General of India, West Zone, will start functioning from Mormugao Port Trust premises from 2nd of October. This is a big development for the pharmaceutical industry of Goa. Goa's export around 5,000 crores of rupees per month? Per year.
Pharmaceutical products manufactured in Goa are exported to Europe, Middle East, Africa as well as America. At present, the industry incurs an expense of around 35,000 rupees per container while routing exports through Nhava Sheva port. The man hours lost in coordination till the consignment reaches the port, and the congestion in Nhava Sheva because of heavy traffic leads to delays. Designation of MPT port will be a great relief to Goan pharma industry. A reporter Lokik Shilkar for Prudent Media.
Around thousands of police personnel watched a special show of Singham on Sunday. The show was screened specially for the North Goa police to get inspiration from the real-life hero Bajirao Singham. Bajirao Singham takes on a corrupt and criminal politician in the movie, but not a single Inspector Singham from North Goa police stations attended this show, and senior officers who watched it preferred to remain mum on the film. Here is Basuri Desai's report.
Bajirao Singham, played by Ajay Devgan, is an inspector from Kolwa police station who takes on corrupt and criminal politicians. He awakens the self-respect of his colleague police officers. DGP of Goa, Aditya Arya, made an special effort of screening the show of Singham movie.
There is a trust deficit between the public and the police. So I am trying to see that I motivate my officers and men, my family members, so that they are able to bridge that gap. The trust deficit could be reduced and brought to almost nil, where people start having trust in us, having faith in us, and then they come forward to help us so that we are able to serve them better.
Except PIs from police stations, police personnel from constables to PSIs and SPs attended the special show. After the show got over, our reporter Basuri Desai contacted many police officials for a comment on the movie, but they opted to be mum. Even SPs, DYSPs and DIG refused to speak. Only SP Tony Fernandez dared to comment on the movie. He says it's a fact.
See, I have been working here for the last 33 years. There is no much difference, I can say. But whatever is happening in this country, this movie has clearly shown how the politician interferes in the posting, transfers. That's all. You know, I got only 1.5 years more to retire.
A special show of Singham will be screened on Monday for the South Goa Police. Now, will DGP's exercise create Singhams in Goa Police? Only forthcoming assembly elections will tell. A reporter from Panji, Basuri Desai, with video journalist Sarvesh Veluskar.
It's time for us to take a short break. Stay tuned.